From the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, May 20, 2026. In the headlines, Private Sector Alliance for Education launched. Government to recycle wastewater for agriculture. U.S. indicts Raul Castro over 1996 plane shoot-down. Cuba condemns move as political provocation. From kitchen waste to fuel, Sagas hosts biogas demo. Also in the news, regionally, Caribbean beekeepers fight to save bees. Internationally, Venezuelans voice frustration as hardship persists after Maduro's capture. Plus, in the sports news, track season final curtain call draws over 1,000 elite Caribbean athletes.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Thanks for joining us. In a transformative move, the Grenada Private Sector Alliance for Education brought together government, business leaders, development partners, and other stakeholders to collectively advance educational attainment in Grenada. At today's launch event, stakeholders described the alliance as part of the future of education program financing. Reporter Deidre Seeley tells us more.
The Grenada Private Sector Alliance for Education was officially launched at a ceremony on Wednesday to boost private sector support for education programs. The Grenada Private Sector Alliance for Education was announced during the May 5th sitting of the Senate when Senator David Andrew, Minister for Education, unveiled the foundational learning policy to boost numeracy and literacy at the primary level. The initiative is a partnership with SUMA, the Research and Innovation Laboratory in Education for Latin America and the Caribbean. The policy is based on strengthening pedagogical training, enhancing community and social support, and improving physical learning environments. It is financed by an innovative tripartite model, combining government funds with private sector contributions matched by international donor Global Partnership for Education. Permanent Secretary Lorraine St. Louis Ned anticipates that the approach to educational funding will continue far into the future.
This alliance extends well beyond this initial effort. Our hope is that this becomes a long-term platform for collaboration around broader educational transformation in Grenada.
At today's ceremony, officials reflected on the current state of student performance around the world. In Grenada, only 34% of grade 4 students scored 50% or higher in the 2024 Minimum Competency Test. Dr. Javier Gonzalez, founding director of SUMA, said that investment in education is not only critical for human development, but also for geopolitical autonomy.
In the middle of a geopolitical turmoil, in this context, we can only be fully independent as a nation and autonomous as a society if every citizen is able to reach its full potential.
The Thus far, 13 local companies have contributed US $425,000 of a $1 million target for the private sector. According to Minister Andrew, a minimum of US $750,000 is needed for operationality. However, Mohamed Yassin of Global Partnership for Education says much more will be needed to reach every child in Grenada.
But as I learned from PS, one cocoa for basket. Yes, exactly. See, I'm learning. But we're very committed. So when the country came in and said we were only able to raise $425,000, we said we believe in this program. We believe in this, and we would like to invest. And this is how we build. This is how we start.
With the financing window extended to June, organizers are encouraging local businesses to join the alliance and contribute to the future of education in Grenada. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
Now, tensions between the United States and Cuba have escalated after U.S. authorities announced criminal charges against former Cuban President Raul Castro. The charges stem from the 1996 shoot-down of 2 civilian aircraft. Cuba is now strongly condemning the move, calling it political provocation. Janelle Dick has more.
The Cuban government has issued a sharp response following the announcement by the United States Department of Justice of criminal charges against former Cuban President Raul Castro. According to U.S. authorities, Castro, now 94, and 5 others have been indicted in connection with the 1996 downing of 2 aircraft operated by the Miami-based exile group Brothers to the Rescue. The incident resulted in the deaths of 4 people and has remained one of the most controversial flashpoints in the U.S.-Cuba relations. The U.S. indictment includes charges of conspiracy to kill U.S. nationals, murder, and destruction of aircraft. American officials allege the planes were shot down over international waters, while Cuba has long since maintained the aircraft repeatedly violated Cuban airspace. In its response issued Wednesday, Cuba described the indictment as a despicable and infamous act of political provocation, arguing the United States has no legitimacy or jurisdiction to pursue the case. Cuba defended the 1996 action as an act of legitimate self-defense, claiming the Brothers to the Rescue organization repeatedly violated Cuban airspace despite numerous warnings to the U.S. authorities at the time. Havana also accused Washington of ignoring Cuban complaints filed with the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration and the International Civil Aviation Organization regarding repeated incursions before the incident. The announcement comes amid renewed tensions between Washington and Havana under the current U.S. administration. For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
The inaugural Sing Grenada Music Summer Camp has produced a new EP featuring original songs written and performed by the young participants of the camp. We can tell you the initiative is one that is highlighting emerging musical talent in Grenada. Shania McIntosh has been following the developments and has this brief.
The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs has announced the release of the Sing Grenada EP, a collection of songs written and performed by participants of the inaugural Sing Grenada Music Summer Camp. Sing Grenada is a national youth music program created by Grenadian artist Jefferson Ramirez in collaboration with GOCA and supported by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture. The initiative is aimed at discovering, mentoring and empowering young musical talent across Grenada. 35 young artists between the ages of 8 and 18 participated in the 2-week summer program, which they received training in songwriting, music production, performance, and creative expression from some of Grenada's top musicians and vocalists. Camp coordinator Jefferson Ramirez said the EP is an exciting part of the program because it gave participants first-hand experience in songwriting, music production, and finding their own voice. He added that the goal of Sing Grenada was to provide young people with a real platform to learn, showcase their talent, and take their skills to the next level, while also helping to develop Grenada's creative community.
Like, we just had all these different pockets of things to show to them and expose them to, and I think that's what made the camp a success. They got to make their own EP. They were in the studio writing with their coaches and recording it themselves, so they could leave tomorrow and do it on their own, you know. And I think that was the best part of it, yeah.
The Sing Grenada EP is now being celebrated as a major milestone for youth development in Grenada creative sector, giving young artists an opportunity to showcase their talent and gain real experience in the music industry. Officials say initiatives like Sing Grenada will continue to play an important role in nurturing the next generation of musicians, songwriters, and creatives, while strengthening Grenada's growing creative economy. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
In other news, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell recently announced that government is exploring the use of recycled wastewater for agriculture. This as Grenada looks at new solutions to water security and environmental sustainability. The Prime Minister made the disclosure during Sunday's Diaspora Town Hall meeting in New York while responding to a question from the audience. Nisha Paul tells us more.
Now this is huge. If it works, then we already have a pilot that could influence what happens at the Project Polaris site. So yes, sewage, wastewater is an absolute critical part, and we already have steps on the way in terms of what are the potential environmentally friendly recycling options that are available for us on this issue. All right. In Grenada right now. So for example, in Maribo, we are working with the Caribbean Development Bank, which has financed a project for us, where we are working on turning all of the wastewater from the hospital into usable water for farmers. This is actually taking place right now, and we are expecting that by June, July, we should be commissioning that system. Now this is huge.
All right, this story to report. Key stakeholders in Grenada's tourism industry participated in a national tourism symposium on Wednesday aimed at advancing the strategic direction of the sector. Christina John has the details.
The symposium was held under the theme From Talk to Transaction, Structured Engagement for Tourism Entrepreneurship and Greater On-Island Visitor Spend. The event was designed as a high-level engagement, bringing together government officials, tourism stakeholders, private sector representatives, and industry partners to discuss strategies for strengthening the tourism sector and increasing economic benefits for visitor activity. From visitor activity, Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, Adrian Thomas, said while Grenada can boast of being one of the best and safest destinations in the Caribbean, we must build on our strengths with the urgency and coordination, being cognizant that tourism is about value, spend, and experience.
This symposium is designed to help us examine how we can increase visitors' spend on island, how we can reduce leakages in the tourism value chain, how we can create better connections between hotels, taxis, restaurants, tour operators, cultural practitioners, farmers, and the list can go on, and how we can ensure that more of the tourism dollar stays right here in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This must not be another event where we speak, we clap, take photographs, and return to business as usual. This must be a working session, a serious session. It must be a turning point. It must be a moment where the industry says, with one voice, we are ready to modernize, ready to collaborate, ready to invest, and ready to transform.
These discussions focused on the coordinated upgrading of priority tourism sites, improving public-private collaboration to stimulate entrepreneurship and increase visitor spending on island, and developing proposals to strengthen regional air and transport connectivity. Permanent Secretary Ms. Desiree Stephen welcomed stakeholders to the symposium, which sought to advance the ministry's strategic agenda for the tourism sector.
And therefore, we expect that you, our valued stakeholders, will be very interactive and engaging. So at the end of today's symposium, we will have actionable recommendations that we can take back to Cabinet for its consideration, and thereafter, and not too long in the distant future, as we implement the National Sustainable Tourism Development Plan, a plan that was approved by Cabinet back in June of 2024.
The symposium was delivered through a series of fireside chats, panel discussions, and presentations centered around three key areas: human capital development, strengthening the tourism value chain, and local spending, and promoting structured engagement and collaborative entrepreneurship. The National Tourism Symposium is expected to help chart the course for a more transformed tourism sector. Christina John, GBN News.
This is Network News, still to come from us. Local biogas company introduces transformative biodigester. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
What if growing your savings came with more flexibility and more rewards? Introducing the Ariza Advantage account from Ariza Credit Union. Earn 3.5% interest per year with a minimum first deposit of just EC $10,000. Enjoy a 5-year fixed term, unlimited deposits, no monthly fees, and added loan security. Plus exclusive Advantage member privileges, priority services, special offers, and more. Get the Ariza Advantage. This is the Ariza Promise. Better value, better service, members first. Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Now, for electrical safety. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Mom, Dad, this is Trevor.
Hi. He's no Kieran. Back up.
Swing? That's why he crossed the road. It was funny when Kieran said it.
Oh, who could that be?
We're like the parents who don't miss your ex.
I can't believe Kieran is in the neighborhood.
CG United. Good like that.
Life isn't one size fits all. Take me, for example. I like my suits well fitted. Getting a loan should feel like buying a suit. That's why financing at Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited is made to fit everyone. Introducing the made-to-fit loan, financing tailored to your needs. Get 100% financing to buy or build your home, purchase land, or get that brand new car. Plus, get up to $50,000 unsecured. And to make sure your loan fits, Co-op Bank is trimming your loan fees by 50% and covering 30% of your legal fees.
Oh yeah, nice.
Don't adjust your life to fit a loan. Get a loan that fits your life. Visit us online or stop by any retail banking unit today. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for the perfect pre-carnival fete? Then get ready for Rhythm and Spice, a Rotary brunch experience happening Sunday, June 28th from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Quarantine Point Recreational Park. Enjoy an afternoon of bold flavors, vibrant rhythms, and unforgettable vibes featuring Sakina and the Alpha One Band, plus guest artists and DJs. Early bird tickets are just $200 and available now on GoToFet.com. Dress code brunch chic, island elegance with spice-inspired tones. Hosted by the Rotary Club of Grenada. Proceeds support Rotary Community Projects. Rhythm and Spice, Sunday, June 28th, Quarantine Point Recreational Park. Sip, savor, socialize, support.
Grenada, get ready for the grand finale of the athletic season. The Whitsuntide Games 2026 take over the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Saturday 23rd and Sunday 24th May from 9 a.m. daily. Witness 2 days of electrifying track and field action as top athletes from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua, St. Lucia, Guyana, and more go head-to-head with Grenada's finest speed, strength, and regional rivalry once more, all in one place. Admission, finish line, $30. Main stand, $20. VIP, $150 for 1 day and $200 for 2 days. Don't miss the final local athletic meet of the season. Be there for the Whitsuntide Games 2026 as the season ends with a bang.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Hyacinth, haunted and always ready to do mischief.
Rich man, he'll make him sign for you?
Lucy, beautiful and headstrong.
I had a dream, Mommy, but Hyacinth was there, holding my hand.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Now, for electrical safety.
Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
With just $5, catch your lucky break and double your money with $25,000 scratchy for the same price. Win easy with money, money, money and Electric Sevens. Check out these scratch games at authorized lottery agents across the Tri-Island. Over $1.5 million in total prizes and as much as $25,000 can be won on just one ticket of each game. Play Scratch today. Absolutely no draws and no waiting, just chances at instant winnings. Scratch, win, easy. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
On Wednesday, local biogas company Sargas held an open day to introduce the public to its transformative biodigester at the True Blue Bay Resort. For the past 5 years, the company has been transforming the hotel's kitchen waste into cooking fuel. The team maintains aspirations of tackling sargassum with a large-scale biodigester set for launch in 2027. Reporter Deidre Seeley has more.
Sargas Limited is introducing Grenadian households and businesses to the possibilities of biogas. In a demo held at the True Blue Bay Resort, visitors were familiarized with Sargas's small-scale biodigester, which transforms kitchen waste into methane. Methane, a greenhouse gas more potent than carbon dioxide, is a byproduct of the decomposition of organic matter. With a biodigester, it can become useful cooking fuel instead of being emitted into the atmosphere. Sargas's biogas expert Sherwin Sandy explained how the system works.
The unit has two components, and basically what fuels that is pathogens, maggots as we call them, and by feeding the unit, the maggots are produced, and thereon you get the methane being produced through that concept, and the gas chamber collects the gas.
With its smallest system starting at $3,000, the company says its biodigesters can completely replace the need for LPG based on the user's consumption. Renata Fielden, co-founder of Sargas Limited and representative of True Blue Bay Resort, says the project originated in 2021 as a measure to combat sargassum seaweed, but has since become a core part of the hotel's circular operations. Today, the biodigester processes the hotel's kitchen waste to produce cooking fuel, with the remaining organic matter used in the kitchen garden.
We've set up now this demo kitchen that we plan to use with our guests to kind of have a new experience for them to be able to see how the digester works in a full circular way. As well as have a new experience for people here. You know, at True Blue, we're a super sustainable resort, so we like to see how best we can continue to work on our sustainability, and this has been one of our major projects in the last few years.
However, the company maintains its overarching goal of treating sargassum. Based on its long-standing partnership with KTH Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm and growing support from the government and NGOs, Sargas CEO Benjamin Nestorovich says the company will commission its first large-scale biodigester in St. Andrew in the last quarter of 2027. There, the digester will address the persistent problem of sargassum on Grenada's east coast, while supporting energy and fertilizer production.
We're going to process both sargassum and other organic waste, such as agriculture residues and food waste from hotels, to produce biogas at large scale for electricity generation and to feed that into the grid. And we also get a byproduct from this process, which is fertilizer, which can be used by farmers.
In the meantime, the company's small-scale units are available for sale. The company provides consultations, equipment, and maintenance support as part of the purchase of each biodigester. The team described today's demo as an opportunity to share an innovative approach to waste management and renewable energy production with Grenadian households and businesses. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
I really like this innovation. A new agricultural land initiative targets youth development. Shania McIntosh has more details.
The government of Grenada is moving to boost youth involvement in agriculture through a land initiative aimed at expanding local food production. Minister for Agriculture Lennox Andrews says government is in the process of acquiring approximately 102 acres of land that will be made available to young people interested in entering the agricultural sector.
We are about to acquire about 102 acres of land that we're going to use to make available to young people who want to get involved in agriculture. We're going to prepare the land for them.
According to the minister, the land will be prepared by government and offered under a lease arrangement, while selected farmers will also receive support with agricultural inputs.
And enter into a lease arrangement with them, provide them with some of the inputs, and ask them to grow a particular crop which we think has a great demand on the market.
Minister Andrews explained that participants in the program will be encouraged to cultivate crops that are currently in high demand on the local market, creating greater opportunities for sustainable income and food security. He says the initiative forms part of government's wider effort to empower young people and increase participation in agriculture across Grenada. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
The Grenada Bureau of Standards joined the international community in commemorating World Metrology Day 2026 under the theme Metrology, Building Trust in Policymaking. Christina John has this report.
World Metrology Day marks the signing of the Meter Convention on May 20th, 1875, which established the foundation for a globally unified system of measurement. According to the Bureau, this year's theme highlights the importance of accurate and reliable measurements in supporting evidence-based policy decisions, regulatory compliance, fair trade, consumer protection, public health, and environmental sustainability. Officials say meteorology plays a critical role in ensuring that measurements used in data collection are accurate, reliable, and consistent for the development of laws, regulations, and national programs. They note that the environmental and climate policies rely heavily on accurate measurement systems to monitor greenhouse gas emissions, water quality, air pollution, and climate indicators. The Bureau also says metrology supports consumer protection through laws and regulations that govern the accuracy of weighing devices, fuel dispensers, and utility meters. In Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, legal metrology operations are guided by the Weights and Measures Act of 1997 and the Weights and Measures Regulations of 1998. The Grenada Bureau of Standards conducts inspections and verification exercises for commercial weighing and measuring devices used in trade and commerce across the tri-island state. Officials say these activities help promote fairness, transparency, and confidence within the marketplace while protecting consumers. On the occasion of World Meteorology Day 2026, the Bureau reaffirms its commitment to accurate measuring practices, quality assurance, and consumer protection nationwide. Accurate and reliable measurements remain essential for informed policy making, regulatory enforcement, environmental monitoring, public health, and sustainable national development. Christina John, GBN News.
An image submitted by one of our ISO reporters highlights a ring around the sun. But what is it? And how is something like this even formed? The answer in this evening's GBN ISO.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
We have a picture here from one of our ISO reporters showing a ring around the sun. But what is it and how is something like this even formed? The answer in this evening's GBN ISO. A rare optical phenomenon that will make you take a second look indeed. That colorful rainbow-like ring that you're seeing around the outer perimeter of the sun is a natural optical phenomenon called a sun or solar halo. The effect occurs when sunlight passes through millions of tiny ice crystals found in high-altitude cirrus clouds. These crystals bend and reflect the sunlight, creating a glowing ring around the sun with faint rainbow colors. Meteorologists say the phenomenon is completely harmless. However, it can sometimes signal changing weather conditions, including the possibility of rain or approaching weather systems within the next 24 to 48 hours. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's for GBN ISO.
After the break, Rotary Health Fair delivers vital screenings to hundreds in Guelph, St. John.
Picture this, a tangerine-colored sunset, cool tropical breeze, and a plate full of perfection. Sunday, May 24th, the day before the holiday. Grenada, get ready to live your best life at Unbothered Brunch, the tropical tangerine edition. We are taking over the Ariza car park from 4 p.m. It's going to be a vibe you can't replicate. Featuring live performances by Rita and the Ultimate Perfection Band, the Fahrenheit Band, and the Groovy Master himself, Short Pre. Keeping the energy going. Get ready for Kingpin and Graphic Sounds. Here's the best part. This is a food-inclusive event, so come hungry and leave happy. Tickets are just $150. Grab yours now at gotofet.com or any authorized outlet. Sunday, May 24th, we're outside for Unbothered Brunch, the Tropical Tangerine Edition.
Our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most and help build our communities. being there when needed most. Across borders, across generations, still growing, still giving, still just getting started after 185 years.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Bye, Grenada. See you soon.
Spend it when you have it.
You saw my card. You saw my...
Mommy, she come back again. Mommy, she coming again.
Rosaline! Rose!
You guys, let's go. We'll figure something out. Oh, you see what happened to me? Don't get caught off guard. Get your water tanks at On The Spot Hardware today.
Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop. Life's about to pop. Oh yeah, with cash pop. Pick your number 1 to 50. See your price right when you play. $5 they come win easy. Cash pops. One number, that's all you need. Win up to 25.
It's about to pop. I wanna play with Cash Pop.
Must be 18 or older to play. NLA supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602, 459-4325, or 416-8467 for further information.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
The Rotary Club of Grenada has successfully hosted its annual health fair for the second consecutive year at the Gov Health Center, bringing vital preventive healthcare services to residents. Sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the initiative provided more than 277 diagnostic tests aimed at detecting and managing non-communicable diseases. Residents benefited from a wide range of free screenings and consultations, including blood pressure checks, cholesterol and kidney screenings, blood count testing, prostate checks, pap smears, dental consultations, nutrition guidance, vaccination support, and general wellness education. We can tell you too, the health fair focused on raising awareness and promoting early detection of conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, and prostate cancer. The Rotary Club expressed gratitude to the many volunteers, healthcare professionals, partners, and sponsors who contributed to the success of the event, with special recognition given to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for its continued support. The organization says it remains committed to improving access to preventive healthcare services throughout Grenada. Tony Julian is next with the sports news. We'll be back.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. With ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
You've arrived in paradise. You felt the rhythm. Now let's make sure you say it right.
Hi, my name is Florian. I'm from the beautiful Aida Perla cruise ship. So today, like we Germans say, we are in Grenada. But I heard in English it's called Grenada.
Say it right. Grenada.
Say it right.
Grenada.
That's right. Grenada. There we go. Say it right. It's Grenada. It's not Grenada. It's Grenada. Say it right.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Victory, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bets, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily victory, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
great Wednesday evening to you, sporting fans. More than 1,000 athletes representing 61 clubs and 7 regional nations. They've all officially registered for the 2026 Whitsuntide Games. A high-stakes event is scheduled to take place over the weekend, the 23rd and 24th of May at the Karani James Athletics Stadium. Organizers confirm that the two-day event will serve as a definitive curtain call for the regional athletic season. Registrations peaked past 1,000, drawing a diverse field of Caribbean talent. Teams and individual athletes are flying into St. George's from nations including Barbados, Antigua Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana. Among clubs finalized on the Whitsuntide Games official entry list are prominent regional powerhouses like the Abilene Wildcats Track and Field Club and ITCAT Academy High Performance and Elite Distance Program. Neighboring St. Vincent and the Grenadines is expected to field another massive contingent, following up on development trials hosted by Team Athletics SVG. That's to ensure their athletes are peak conditioned for Grenada. On to St. David Catholic Secondary School. They'll face the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary SAS in the highly anticipated second semi-final of the 2026 Ministry of Sports and LQ Sports Junior Cricket Tournament. St. David booked their ticket to the semi-final, and that was following a dominant and disciplined bowling performance against Carriacou Combined at the Boussejou playing field. This junior clash adds another chapter to a fierce school rivalry indeed. Earlier this season, SAS bested St. David in the National Independent Senior Boys Cricket Tournament semi-finals. That was en route to winning the national senior title. The junior boys from St. David will look to claim sweet revenge, of course, and secure a spot in the grand finals. Tomorrow's high-voltage clash, that is set for Pearls in St. Andrew. The winner will join GBSS in what will undoubtedly be a mouth-watering final on the 27th. Yes, remember GBSS booked their place in the grand finale after a dominant 112-run victory over Grenville Secondary GSS. That was at the Latches playing field playoff action. Now, St. Mary's. So again for you, St. Mary's are the winners of the St. Andrew leg of the Ministry of Sport Girls Playoff. And this after getting the best of Methodist during their final matchup. Batting first, Methodist raced to 49 runs in their allotted 6 overs. In return, St. Mary's overhauled the target with 1 ball to spare. They hit 51 runs. Action in the St. John and St. Mark legs. That's to be completed also. That will be at a later time. Latest sporting highlights there for you. We're still ahead. Kenroy Baptiste coming back with the latest regional and international developments. Tony Julian here saying good night.
Populations across the Caribbean are under growing threat from climate change and disease, as well as disease and invasive species, putting pollination, food production, and the region's honey industry at risk. On World Bee Day, beekeepers and industry leaders are using the observance to raise awareness, encourage stronger protections for pollinators, and push for innovation to help the sector survive mounting environmental challenges.
Today, bees, pollinators, and many other insects are declining in numbers, especially across the Caribbean region. World Bee Day provides an opportunity for stakeholders, from governments and corporate entities to civil society, to promote actions that protect pollinators and their habitats, while improving biodiversity and supporting the sustainable development of beekeeping. From traditional honey hunting to modern beekeeping systems, the relationship between humans and bees has evolved over time to meet changing environmental, technological, and socio-cultural needs. President of the Association of Caribbean Beekeepers, Richard Matthias, also highlighted challenges expected to affect pollinators in the near future, particularly the El Niño system forecast for the region. He is encouraging beekeepers to closely monitor how bee populations transition during this period and to take a more proactive approach. Pathogen poisoning among bees was also identified as a major concern due to the increasing presence of foreign plants and insects throughout the region. Mr. Matthias also highlighted several projects currently in development to help regional beekeepers maximize their full potential, with a strong focus on creating a regional honey database. He says trademarking honey products is one way to combat fraud and maintain production standards throughout the industry.
Further afield, the United States is pursuing a second criminal investigation into former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, 5 months after he was captured by U.S. forces during a military operation in Caracas. Venezuelans are facing even more economic hardship. Residents say the interim government of acting President Delcy Rodriguez still hasn't achieved her promised reforms.
This is one of Caracas' busiest commercial corridors. 5 months after Nicolas Maduro's capture, many Venezuelans say that daily life still feels dominated by economic hardship and uncertainty. While interim government speaks about recovery and reform, frustration is increasingly visible on the streets.
At first, many Venezuelans welcomed the removal of former President Nicolas Maduro. Some hoped the political transition would stabilize the economy after years of financial crisis and international isolation. But months later, many families say they don't see changes in their daily life. Prices continue to rise faster than their salaries, and many workers still depend on informal jobs or remittances from relatives living abroad just to afford basic services. This week, student demonstrations and small protests once again brought attention to the issue of political prisoners in Venezuela. The protests followed the death of political prisoner Victor Kenroy, who died while in state custody. The demonstrations also reignited criticism of the country's amnesty law approved earlier this year, with many Venezuelans arguing it has failed to bring about meaningful results to families that have been affected by political detentions. At the same time, interim President Delcy Rodriguez has promised closer ties with the Trump administration while promoting reforms aimed at attracting foreign investment in Venezuela's oil and mining sector. But recent comments by President Trump suggesting Venezuela could become America's 51st state has sparked a debate about sovereignty and U.S. influence in the country's transition.
We'll look back at the headlines right after this. Headlines before we leave you. Private Sector Alliance for Education launched. Governments to recycle wastewater for agriculture. U.S. indicts Raul Castro over 1996 plane shoot-down. Cuba condemns move as political provocation. Sargas hosts biogas demo. Also in the news, regionally, Caribbean beekeepers fight to save bees. Internationally, Venezuelans voice frustration as hardship persists after Nicolas Maduro's capture. Plus, in the sports news, track season final curtain call draws over 1,000 elite Caribbean athletes. I'm Kenroy. Baptiste. That's all from us at the newsroom. Thanks for joining us. Good night.